Hello everyone. I'm glad to be able to present to you some ideas about the budget, a description of our proposed budget for 2021 at the request of our Rector, John Leach. I understand that you will be receiving in your bulletin this week a summary of the proposed budget for your review, but I will briefly tell you about the major points that I think will concern you the most. Budgeting this year was extremely challenging because we are operating now in an environment that is not quite normal, and we have no idea what we will be facing as of January 1. Hopefully we'll have a return to normal by then, but we cannot be assured of that at this point. We also had our new rector arrive in September after the budget had been constructed and with very little opportunity to review the budget or to input his ideas into the budget. And I feel quite confident he will have some new initiatives for us to consider at that time. So I'm really considering this still a proposed budget, subject to some later revisions, but there are many expenses we know we will incur, and based on what we do know, we have put together a budget for the year. That budgeting process consists of communicating with all of the staff members, all of the clergy, and all committee chairmen who need to have input for, need funds for their operations, so that we're sure that everyone who's got some programs underway is considered for the needs of that particular program. The two largest categories of spending are staff compensation and other staff-related costs, and the building maintenance and equipment maintenance. As to the staff charges, we have significant changes in the clergy, both in personnel and in the budgeting, because we have Robert has retired. We have a new rector, John Leach. Deanna is taking on additional responsibilities, and unfortunately we're losing Jamie, but we hope to be able to replace Jamie by June, and so an associate rector is budgeted as of June, along with some funds for a search for an associate rector. As to the lay staff, they have all been budgeted for a 3% cost of living increase. We also have expected increases in health insurance that's provided for the staff. So we do have increases in the staff area. As to the building, we love this facility. Both our old facility and our new facility are beautiful, and we want to keep them that way. Although I still think of most of this facility as new, it is aging. And as it ages, it needs more and more efforts made to maintain it as we want it to be. So we have significant costs of equipment, repairs or replacements, air conditioning, kitchen equipment, all the equipment in the building. We also have significant needs for building repairs and maintenance. And this year in particular, we have to replace a roof on the Perry Street side of the building, which is adding to our building maintenance costs. Additionally, a cost that we pay a lot of attention to is our outreach into the community. And we have been attempting to build the amount of funds available for award by the Grants Committee. So we have budgeted this year for a $5,000 increase in that amount, which will bring the total that the Grants Committee can award to $127,500. The actual increase in budgeted expenses, well, actually, budgeted expenses are actually at a decrease of about 2%. However, last year we had an unusual gift of $75,000 that was a one-time bequest. So our income last year was actually somewhat inflated by that $75,000, which will not be repeated. So as a result, even though expenses are 2% less, we'll need to make up that additional $75,000 that we do not have any expectation for this year. So we have two main sources of income. Those are our trust fund income, and that income is computed on a particular formula, which is based on the market value of the trust funds. And as it turns out this year, that figure is slightly, only very slightly less than it was last year. So we are not getting any help in the increase from the funds. The other major source of income is your contributions to this church, mostly in the form of pledging. So in order to meet the needs of this budget, we will need a 5% increase in pledging. We hope that you will seriously consider what you can do to help us to reach that goal. We have expectations for a wonderful year with a new rector, new ideas, new initiatives, new enthusiasm. Your generous contributions will be needed to make this year the wonderful year that it has every possibility to become. Thank you.